everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do another floral design. If you're new to my channel, I do simple designs to help people who want to get started in painting flowers. That's primarily what I paint, and I'm going to start with this palette. I will list all the products down below, and I do use folk art paints, a mixture of the multi-surface and the enamels. Whatever you have color-wise, use what you have. You do not have to use what I'm using. Alright, I'm going to start with a Scruffy brush, and I'm going to dip one side into the brown, one side into the yellow ochre, and then just kind of tap to blend it in. If I find that when I'm painting I need to add a little bit more, that's fine. I can always go back and do so. Alright, so I'm going to start here by tapping in a center. And I'm just kind of making a round motion with the brush. I can keep going around if I want to maybe give it more detail. See how by doing so it kind of shows the center a little bit better, a little bit more detail. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one. And you can press hard on this brush, you know, to spread out the bristles a little bit, and I did it in the wrong direction, of course. Alright, so let's try this again. I'll load my brush a little bit more. See if I get a little bit more detail here. But your centers don't have to be, round. They can be whatever shape you want them. They can point in different directions. For some reason I'm pointing mine both here in the same direction. Let's go ahead and go up here for another one. See if I can get it in a different direction here. And I hope you see what I'm talking about when I say that. And keep in mind too, when you're doing this, you can go back over these, because you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. I just messed that one up, I think. Let's see if we can fix it up a little bit better. Okay. Again, I'll probably end up going over that again anyways. Then I'm going to take my bigger round brush, and I was trying to find a different size one, and the amount of brushes I have, I'm surprised I could not find one, but I couldn't. So I'm just dipping it into the red. If you want to tip it into another color, you can do so. I'll just tip it a little bit into that yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and push down and pull towards the center. Push down, pull towards the center. Push down, pull towards the center. And you can do this however you want to as far as spacing the petals out of the flower. That's up to you, because I will be going over this with another color. So you'll see that here in a second. So just push down and pull up as you're getting closer to the center. Again, if you feel like you need to tip into another color to get it to show up better, feel free to do so. You want to have all the petals be the same size, yeah, that's fine. You can actually vary them a little bit, have some of them a little bit longer, have some shorter, just to give it more interest. So I'm just going to go with this color first before I go back over it. And this flower is not a particular flower. I'm just doing it more with the brush strokes as opposed to trying to create a specific flower. If you think it looks like a sunflower or some other flower in your garden, name it what you want. I'm more about you creating what works for you and not what somebody else is telling you to paint. Alright, so I have that. Now I'm going to pick up my smaller round brush, and I'm going to put it into my yellow. And I'm painting over it wet, so chances are I will be pulling up some colors from underneath. And if you want to get brushes that are closer in size to each other, you know, that's great. Like I said, for me, I could not find mine, so I'm using what I have. Hopefully you can see this because I'm trying to watch my hand as I go over this. I'm sorry if you can't see. And you can put however many layers you want on your flower. And if you want the petals to actually be layered even more, you know, do so. I'm going to use a different color combination. Feel free to do that as well. I'm sorry, hopefully you're seeing this okay. Next, if you can just layer it like this. I like painting with the round brush. I used to paint mainly with the flat brushes, but actually I'm finding I really kind of like the round brushes. There you go. Now, as I mentioned before, you might find it necessary to come back in and go over the centers. And I'll try to do this without messing up my centers too much, because I actually did have them the way I liked them. When I'm doing wet on wet, I can kind of bring in the other colors, which is fine. I don't care. But if you do, I would suggest maybe giving it a little bit of dry time before going back over. And there you have it. Now, I'm going to do my fine liner, and I think I figured out that this is actually a nail brush. So I think I found some other ones I'm going to order to maybe get some new ones here. But I'm just going to do like a light little stem, kind of connecting them. If I want to put it into some yellow to give it a little bit more, show up better, go ahead and do so. If you wanted it bigger, you can actually use your flat brushes, the chisel edge, and come down. If you want to put some stems coming out from here, that's great. Maybe even this way, maybe a little bit up here. You can see up there, I hope. I think I'm liking painting on this tile, to be honest with you. I think I like it. Alright, so then I have my flat brush, and I'm going to go into the green, and maybe could do some yellow, maybe even touch into a little bit of the yellow ochre. And if you don't like this combination, you know, figure out what green, because I actually like thicket a lot, but I don't have a whole lot of it. I can make it, I guess. But you can come out like with this kind of a leaf. Sorry, these crazy brushes are so, that was a mess up. These crazy brushes are so long that it's hard, but I can just wipe that off if I don't like it. I think I'm just doing painting videos. I'm gonna start coming back in here with some new brushes. Very simple. And maybe, oh sorry, hit the camera again. Magnet. Definitely gonna go for some shorter handled brushes. Now let me do some going up there. I can have it coming back this direction. And your leaves don't have to all go in the same direction either. But see how simple this is? I mean, I'm just doing Just pushing down and pulling, pushing down and pulling. It's just very easy, and it's meant to be easy. Now, once you've done this, if you want to take your liner brush again, kind of reload it. I'm just sticking it in, you know, into the paint again. I can come back in here with this liner brush and just do some quick lines to attach them to the petals, attach them to the flowers, attach them to the stem. And you know, if you just want to have some little ones that come out from your flower, they don't have to be, they don't all have to have leaves on them. Just kind of gives it a little bit of movement. And there you have it. Pretty easy. If you want to go through, maybe put some dots in here. You could even highlight this a little bit if you wanted to with, you know, some lighter yellow. Just to be kind of whimsical and have fun with it. And there you have it. Pretty easy, right? I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post something new. In the background, you will hear a very light sound bath that I'm doing as I am moving more into the holistic realm. And I just want you to be able to sit back, enjoy the painting video, and get some benefit from the sounds that you're hearing while you're watching. All right, until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.